Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming to today's seminar, Success Path Seminar Module 1, the Blueprint. Just to give you an idea, at the end of today, you are leaving this class, this seminar, with a smarter success blueprint that will change your career and your business forever. Just a short story, guys. When I started my business, when I started my career 6 years ago, I wish I had two things with me back then. First one is mindset. Mindset to see where I was going. Mindset to see the goal. The mindset to see the peak of the mountain where I wanted to be. The second thing is the knowledge. The knowledge of how I will get there. The knowledge of how I will achieve my dreams and my goals. Of course, guys, passion was there. And I am standing right here in front of you guys right now and to our audiences. Because I have the passion. Okay? I am standing here right now. I am very, very passionate about what I am doing. You know, photography, filmmaking, design, writing, and entrepreneurship, and then speaking, teaching. I want you guys to understand that the importance of mindset, of the mind, the proper mindset, and the knowledge that you need to have in order for you guys to go to the places that you want to be. You are here right now because you have a goal, because you want to be somewhere, diba? A few years ago, I have a friend. He ran his own business. And we had a little chat, you know, simpleng casual talk lang. And I was telling about my business, and we were exchanging thoughts and ideas about our businesses. And then he told me, Jaggy, hindi ka makakatakbo ng isang kumpanya kung puro passion lang. Parang mahihirapan ka na magpalaki o magpatakbo ng isang negosyo kung puro passion lang. And at that time, the moment he said that, I understood him. I knew where he was coming from. And perhaps, I knew the reason why he told me that. Parang ako medyo na-offend ako ng slide. Pero, at the end of the day, naintindihan ko siya. I understood where he was coming from. It was perhaps, well, at least for me, based on how I saw him, he has not yet found his passion. He did not, at that time, have the passion. Ironically, a few months after that conversation we had, he quit his business. He left his business. And siguro, I understood him na he didn't have the passion. Perhaps he had the mindset and the knowledge to run his company and to run his small business. Pero he didn't have the passion to endure the process. Kasi no matter how good you are, no matter how knowledgeable you are, no matter how skillful, you might have, the only factor that's gonna get you there, that's gonna help you cross the big sea, that's gonna help you endure the high tides and the storm, is passion, guys. Kasi if you don't have the passion for what you are doing, tendency is early on in your career, you will fail. You will crumble, you will fall. Kasi it's too hard. If you are pursuing your passion, guys, I want you to understand that it's too darn hard. And the only thing that's gonna keep you alive is the passion. And this is what this module is about. Okay? The blueprint. It's for me to help you understand and rewire your brain to have the proper mindset, to know where you are going, to understand where you are going, and to have the knowledge how you're gonna get there. You know, kung anong boat yung kailangan mo sakyan, kung anong train ang kailangan mo sakyan, kung gaano kalayo yung lalakbayan mo just to get there. The knowledge, the proper step-by-step process. And of course, I also want to pass on, to share with you guys the passion in hopes that I can further develop and increase the passion you have for the craft that you have right now, whatever they may be. Okay, and at least that is for me what I like to call the trifecta of life. Mindset, knowledge, and passion. Those three things. Okay? So, why business? So why is this seminar about business? Why can't I talk about, you know, film production, editing, photography, lighting, yung mga creative skills? So why business? This is the same question that a lot of my friends ask me. Na, Jaggy, why business? Bakit di ka na lang maging comfortable sa isang job? Bakit hindi na lang na magtrabaho ka sa isang studio or sa advertising agency? So when I was a child, my dad kept telling me that it was better to serve myself than to serve someone else or to serve a boss, kumbaga, so to speak. Kasi my family also has their own business, and then syempre na-pass on. Pero early on in my years, in my days, I didn't appreciate business. I didn't appreciate entrepreneurship. So why business? Kasi, you know, throughout the years na I didn't know and appreciate business and entrepreneurship, I learned somehow along the way. I learned what he meant. Na what he was stating was na start a business na lang instead of serving a boss, instead of being an employee. Parang it's for me na okay, it was a motivational thing na syempre I control my own life. Pero what he failed to mention is what it really meant. Kasi right now, in my point of my life, yes, I am not serving a boss. I am not serving my clients. I am working with my clients. Pero the thing is, siguro, now I understand na I am in business because I want to serve the people. I want to serve you guys. I want to serve my clients. I want to serve the people who are working with me. And most importantly, with Ali Creative Learning, are the creative professionals that I want to serve and help. You know, serving people, you know, since it's my business to serve people, to communicate my message, to communicate our message to the people, it's kind of fulfilling for me. Mahirap siya, pero it is the most fulfilling thing na I have done. I would never trade this to anything else. Throughout my business journey, I was able to assess myself and differentiate myself from others. I and a lot of people and a lot of other people, we had certain differences, whether good or bad. Nakita ko na yung spectrum. I saw how, you know, employees and employer think. I understand how employees think kasi I myself, I had employees, di ba? Siguro, the reason why a lot of people would prefer to work at a corporate job or work for someone else kasi it's easier. And the reason why only a handful of people dive into business, into pursuing their own passion and living their own dreams and, you know, doing what they can for their own selves, it's probably because of the high risks that are involved. Okay? A lot of people see business as a money-making machine. While it may be true, and a lot of people really do plan to start a business or they have started a business. Pero what I saw is though they had the mindset, though they probably had the knowledge, they were not willing to invest time, they were not willing to invest money and the effort to even start, or if they have started, to go and to pursue it. Diba? Because doing so, pursuing your passion and starting a business, it requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Kayo ba, do you like stepping out of your comfort zone? Siguro a lot would say no, kasi it's easier. It's easier to be within the comfort zone, and by going out there and exploring the world on your own, siguro with a few people, it requires sacrifice. It requires a lot of struggles. Eventually, it requires a lot of suffering before you can even achieve the slightest hint of success. If I were to ask you guys, would you rather eat a cake or bake one?
Bake.
Would you rather use the elevator or use the stairs? Di ba? Would you rather find a job or create one? Diba? That is the question na nahihirapan ng maraming tao. Because it's true, and I understand. Finding a job, syempre, mahirap maghanap ng job, ng trabaho, definitely. Pero once you're there, it's a lot easier than being on top. Being the boss, being the employer, overseeing everything. It's a lot harder. Now, you are here right now. Ito pala. I want to show you yung risk and the reward. Kasi, di ba, low risk, you get low reward. Di ba? If being an employee is medyo slightly low risk, syempre yung rewards mo, you are paid every month. Sure ka na every 15, every 30, you get paid. Just do your job, you get paid. Pero when you are in business, you don't know if you will get paid this month, the next month, the next month. Sobrang taas ng risk. The higher the risk, the higher the sacrifices and the risks that you take, eventually, the higher the rewards and the returns. So, again, you are here right now because of one thing, diba? You have a goal. You have a goal that you want to pursue, and you guys see business as the means to it. And I admire you guys. I super admire you, for taking the step, taking the courage to pursue whatever you want. You want to succeed under your own terms. You don't want to succeed based on the terms of others, diba? But the question is, how bad do you want it? Diba? How bad do you want it? I want us guys to do a little exercise lang. Page 8, you can find page 8. And to those of you guys who are watching, probably sa video, the replay, I suggest you guys get the module 1, the blueprint, para you can follow along. Kasi the entire seminar will be based on this one, and there will be a lot of exercises that I want you guys to follow along, para you get to really take action. Write down the plans that we have prepared for you. So page 8, you can see. Wait lang. Yeah. Page 8 is entitled Setting Your Mindset. Wanting to succeed. Okay? So I want you guys to answer. Short answers lang naman. So questions natin. Kasi, di ba, we all have our own definition of success. How do you define success? Okay, ikaw, JB.
When you achieve your goals in life and you feel contented about it.
Sorry.
When you achieve your goals in life
And
you already feel contented about it.
ikaw, how do you define success?
Maybe when you're able to help those persons who try to help you to reach those success.
But all of us, we have our own definition of success. my definition of success is, being happy doing what I want. And so far, right now, I am happy doing what I want. And at this moment, I can say that I am successful because I am able to make things happen. I am able to create things. I am a creator. Okay? So I want you guys to write down. First question is, what is your definition of success? Now, this part is very, very important. Because I want you guys to see this workbook as the blueprint to your success. Okay? Sige, you can answer it. Now, the second question is, why do you want to succeed? Sige nga, Loy, why do you want to succeed?
So that I will be able to live my life in a better way and in a happy way.
Of course, diba? Everyone wants that. The next is, to whom do you dedicate your future success? Who inspires you? Who motivates you? Who is the very person that you dedicate your future success to? Think about it. Ikaw, Joan, who do you dedicate your success to? And then the next question is, why are you on the success path? Why this? Diba? Now, when I say success path, it does not always say na this is yung success path is the seminar itself, but the journey, the path that you need to take in order for you to achieve your success. Ito, this is the hardest, probably the hardest question on page 8. What are you willing to sacrifice to succeed? Ikaw, JB, what are you willing to sacrifice?
On regard to this, I'm willing to sacrifice my time. Success.
So when I started, I told myself na I was willing to sacrifice my time for my family, for my friends, probably sacrifice a lot of what I have to at least get the slightest hint of success. Now the last question is, how bad do you want to succeed? What would it take for you to achieve these answers? What are the lengths that you are willing to go? Okay na? Okay. Then, what you wrote there, what you wrote on page 8, is what you want. It's what you want to achieve and what you want to sacrifice in order to get what you want, diba? Now the question is, ito na. We have already written down our mindset. Now we come to the knowledge part. What do you need to succeed? What do you need in order for you to get what you want? If I were to ask you guys, if you want to lose weight, what do you need to do? Exercise, diba? If you want to be better at something, what do you do? Practice. If you want to impress the cute guy in front of you or the cute girl in front of you, diba? What do you need to do? Aside sa magpa-cute, diba? Show off, diba? And so you want to succeed, then you definitely need to do something. Diba? So question number 1, what do you need to let go to achieve success? Again, sobrang hirap na naman yan. It's a hard question. Sacrificing something, letting go of something, it's a really, really hard task. It's a really hard thing to do. Next question is, what do you need to specifically do to achieve success. So what do you need? What do you personally need to do to get what you want? Third question is, who are the people you need to be acquainted with to help you grow? So, sino yung mga tao yung kailangan i-surround yourself with or lapitan? Diba? Alam nyo ba yung notion na you are the product of the 5 people you hang out with? No. So, let's say, kunwari, na if you were to surround yourself with 5 musicians, tendency is what do you become? A musician. If you surround yourself with people or with friends who like to go out every night to drink and to party, what becomes of you? Party goer, di ba? Pero if you surround yourself with hardworking and smart people and who are achieving their dreams, then most definitely, what do you become? So you have to answer that. Who do you need to specifically be acquainted with to help you grow? Next is, what are the things in life that you need to improve on to better achieve your success? So what are the current traits that you have that you know that you need to improve on? Whether it be communication skills, whether it be thinking, logic, or your craft, diba? Your technical and creative skills. Last is, what habits do you need to cut down to keep your mind focused on achieving success? Ano yung bad habit mo, Dong?
Mabilis mapunta yung attention sa ibang hindi nagsistick sa isang path lang. Hanggang kaya mag-try sa iba. Hindi nakikita ko ano yung gusto ko.
Yun naman, when you are doing trials and errors, when you're starting out, that's good. Okay lang. Para at least you get to know the things that you really want. Pero as young as you are now, I suggest that you start doing trials and errors. Explore what you want. Kasi the tendency is, if you get older, and that's kung kailan lang kayo magta-trial and error, di ba? So, I want you guys to know what are the habits that you need to cut down to keep your mind focused. Okay? So, I'd like to now ask you guys, now that you see your goal and success, you have already the mindset and the portion of the knowledge that you have, what's missing? What's missing is a path. Diba? You already see the mountain. You already know how you're getting there. Slightly know how to get there. But what you're still lacking are the steps that you need to take, or the path, the road that you have to take in order to get there. So, I created a 12-month goal, a chart. It's a diagram. You can find it on page 10. So, what this does is we are breaking down your goals. Okay? We are breaking down your goals into smaller, tangible, more achievable tasks to help you achieve your 12-month goal. So I want to ask you, ikaw, Joan, what is your goal for 1 year, for the next 12 months?
I have my own money. Magkapera ako na parang hindi naman yung sobra-sobra, pero yung kaya kong mabili mga bagay na gusto at kailangan.
Magkano yan? That's what you want, ah? So, how much do you need?
For 1 year, sir.
In 12 months?
12 months. 200,000.
200,000. So, 200,000 ang goal ni Joan. So, lagay mo yan dito. I want you to write it down. Inside your workbook, on page 12 to 14, yan, I've broken it down into quarters para at least to help you plan your tasks better. Okay? So I want you guys to put your goal, your 12-month goal on top. Okay? Once you have that, divide it into 4. Kung finance yan, it's easier. You can divide it by 4 lang. Pero what if yung goal mo is something intangible? Ikaw, sabihin natin, BJ. James.
Something intangible. To produce 5 musics. 5 musics. Or 5 tracks for an album that I want to release.
5 tracks for an album. So, in 12 months, you want to produce and release 5 tracks, diba? So, it's easy. Divide mo lang yan by 4. Or may isa na dalawa. Okay? So, write it down. So, kasi ang Q1 goal, Q2, Q3, and Q4, yan yung quarterly goals mo. Every 3 months, dapat ma-achieve mo naman yung katumbas noon. Gets? So, kunwari, in the case ng kay Joan, you wanted to earn 200,000. Diba? If you divide it by 4, 50,000 per quarter. Ngayon, in 3 months, is it more realistic for you to earn 50,000 in 3 months? Kahit pa paano, sort of, diba? Ikaw, is it realistic on your end to produce one and release one track every 3 months? Diba? Mas realistic na siya. Now, once you have done that, I want you to further divide it by month. What do you need to do every month? What do you need to do every month para after 3 months, you get to achieve your quarterly goal? So sabihin natin, kunwari lang and sa case ni JB, yung quarterly goal niya is to produce and release one track. Diba? So what do you need to do on January, February, and March to achieve that? So sabihin natin lang, January, write the, diba? February, compose the music. And then March, release. Parang ganon. Get so far? Ngayon, JB, dun sa January, sabihin natin na yung January goal mo, yung first month goal mo is to write the lyrics. Is it possible, is it more attainable for you to write the lyrics in 1 month? Diba? It's easier. Dapat yung results ng every 3 months would be your quarterly goal. Okay? So once you have broken it down into 12 months, I want you to divide now each month into 4 to 5 weeks. So sabihin natin, yung goal mo for January or yung objective mo for January, break it down into 4 weeks. So dapat every week may ginagawa ka. So in the case na kunwari lang kay JB, ang goal niya for the first month is to compose the lyrics. Diba? Write the lyrics. So what do you need to do every week to achieve that? Last time mo parang
every week, parang 1 stanza per week. Parang ganun.
Parang ganon, di ba? You can break it down into 1 stanza every week. And then for sure, dapat sa second month, iba naman ang objectives per week. Now, after you have written down your weekly goal, you can further break it down into daily goals. If you really want to be precise, daily goals yan. And then if you really want to be more precise, break it down into hourly goals. So dapat in 8 hours, in 8 or 16 waking hours, you're able to achieve something. Now you guys would also notice na the very bottom, the very foundation, and the very core of this success path goal plan, or the success plan, is the mindset, discipline, and mentality. Diba? So you have to first, in order for you guys to achieve what you want, you first need to have the proper mindset, the discipline to execute what you have written down, and the mentality to persevere. So now that we have written our 12-month goal, you have written down your 12-month goal, the next question you need to answer is how much do you need to make that happen? Sa case naman ni Joan, syempre, she already gave a financial number. Pero sa mga hindi nagbigay ng money goals, how much do you need to make that happen? Sabihin natin kay Benj. How much do you need to produce, release those 5 songs? Kasi I want you guys to understand that money is not, usually it's not an end goal. It is a mean for you to get what you want. When I was young, my mom, I had a parang field trip with my friends, outing. May outing kami. And then nagpaalam ako sa mom ko. Sabi ko, Mom, can I borrow some money? Can I borrow some money? Kasi syempre student pa ako nun, so wala talaga akong money nun. So I asked my mom, Mom, can I have money? Kasi I'm going out with my friends. May out-of-town trip kami. And then sabi niya, she asked, oh, how much do you need? Sabi ko, nahihiya pa ako nun. Sabi ko, 5,000 sana. Ganun. 5,000 sana kasi ito sa 5-day trip. Para at least may allowance ako. So, syempre, parang sa kanya, 5,000, laki nun, di ba? For a trip. Student pa lang ako nun. Baka isipin niya, nagbubulak-bulak ako or nagiinom-inom, whatever. Di ba? So, sabi niya, okay, sige, pero I'll give you only 1,000 pesos. Siyempre, medyo nagreklamo ako nun. Nagreklamo ako kasi, 1,000 lang, like 5,000 nga yung kailangan ko. So, parang that's like 200 a day. Siyempre, nakakahiya sa friends ko yung lahat sila, di ba? Paano ako makapag-ambag? Sa gas pa lang, sa food ko pa lang. Pero sabi, nag-complain ako ng konti, pero hindi naman sobra kasi baka pagalitan ako. Diba? So, sabi ko, ma'am, bakit 1,000 lang? Sabi niya, ay nako! Kung gusto mo ng 5,000, maghanap ka. Ikaw bahala kung mo ng pera mo, gusto bibigyan kita 1,000 lang. So parang ako, syempre, nanay ko yun. I had no choice. Pasok ako kwarto ko, nagdadabog pa ako. Yung pa ako, ganun. Diba? So I had a problem. Sige, I got 1,000. I will be getting 1,000 pesos. Pero how do I raise another 4,000 pesos para at least makasama ako sa trip? Kasi nung nagpaalam ako, a few days na lang yun para matuloy yung trip. Eh, gusto ko talaga sumama nun kasi syempre beach yun and then my girls. Ayun. So what I did was dun sa iba kong friends, humiram ako ng money. Dun sa other set of friends ko, humiram ako money. Sabi ko, guys, can I borrow money? Kasi kailangan ko lang talaga. Medyo nag-white lie pa ako nun. Sabi ko, kasi kailangan ko lang talaga. I need to fund lang something. Well, good enough. Yung ibang friends ko nagpahiram sa akin. Yung dalawa. Yung isa nagpahiram sa akin ng, I think, nasa 3,000 pesos. And the other one, 1,000 pesos. So, 4,000 na yun, and then my mom, so 5,000. So yun, luckily, fortunately, nakahiram ako. So, hey, nakapag-trip ako. So yun na. Kaso, pagbalik, ay yung condition pala dun sa friends ko na yun is I have to pay them within 14 days. 14 days. At that time, I still had no idea how to make money. Hindi ko alam. So, pagbalik ko, nakapag-unwind na ako, nakapag-trip na kami, saya-saya ko na, kinalimutan ko na may utang ako for 5 days. Pagbalik ko, bang! Namumroblema ako. Siguro mga 5 days afterwards, 3 days, tinetext na ako. O Jackie, kumusta na yung utang mo? Kailangan ko na yung money. So, syempre ako, medyo careless pa ako noon. So, parang, sige, babayaran ko yan. Pero parang mga 3 to 4 days na lang before the deadline, kinukulitan nila ako. Parang pinapagalitan na, ikaw pinapahiram kita ng pera, pero pag maniningil na, diba, it all happens naman to us na kapag minsan nangungutang tayo pa yung galit. Pag sinisingil tayo. Diba? Pero syempre, hindi ako nagalit. Doon lang ako kinabahan. So nag-isip ako, paano kayo makapagbayad? Kasi kung hiram ako sa nanay ko, deads na naman ako lalo. Nangutang ako sa mga kapitbahay ko para lang pondohan yung kaligayahan ko, di ba? So nag-isip ako. Ang ginawa ko nun, what I did was, meron akong kakilalang friend. Addict siya sa PlayStation. PS2 pa ata yun that time. So, addict siya. Medyo yamanin din. Kasi dami niyang games, ganun. So, sabi ko, ano kaya ang pwede kong gawin para makaipon ako ng 4,000, mabayaran lang yung other friends ko. Pero nung pagbalik ko naman ng trip, I had, may sukli pa ako noon, I think 500, 400. Pero syempre, after the trip, naubos ko na rin yun. So, back to zero ako. And then, so nag-search ako sa internet nun. I searched the internet, hanap ako ng mga murang nagbebenta ng original na PS2 games. Hanap ako. So nag-list ako. Pero alam ko na yung gusto niya, yung mga klaseng games na gusto niya, yung mga war, yung mga battle, yung mga adventure, ganun. So nag-search ako. Madami akong sinearch ng mga, sinearch ko yung list ng mga PS2 games. And then, yung pangalawa, nag-search ako ng mga nagbebenta at a very cheap price. So, yan. Tawag ako sa friend ko. His name was Pat. Sabi ko, Pat, nagpi-PS2 ka pa ba? Sabi niya, oo, bakit? Eh kasi, may auntie ako, nagpadala ng PS2 game sa akin. Eh, wala naman akong PS2. So, ano gagawin ko, di ba? Sabi niya, syempre nag-joke pa siya, bibigay mo sa akin? Sabi ko, hindi, ibenta ko sa'yo. Di ba? So, tinanong niya, ano ba yung mga games na meron mo? So, yun, nilist down ko na sinabi ko sa kanya yung mga games na yun. I think nasa mga 16 ata yung out of the list of 30 or 40 ata yung list. Roughly 17 or 15 ata yung may nagbebenta, yung may nahanap akong mga sellers. At that price, hindi ko talaga alam how much yung isang game. Pero they were yung person na na-contact ay nahanap ko na nagbebenta ng games na yon, sold it at a really low price. I think 250 ata. Hindi ko alam kung if it's expensive or not. So sabi ko sige. So minention ko kay Pat yung mga games. Out of doon sa 15, 16, 17 na games na sinabi ko sa kanya, iilan lang yung nagustuhan niya. So nilist down ko na yun. Habang sinasabi niya sa akin, diba sinasabi ko sa kanya yung games, sabi niya, pass. And then pag sinabi ko, ayun, uy, okay yan ah. So nung nilist down ko na yun, kinalculate ko kung magkano. So, may utang ako, kailangan ko siyang bentahan ng 4,000, tapos ang pinili niyang games ata was around 8? I'm not so sure. So, mga 8. So, dinivide ko yung 4,000 by 8. That was 4,000 by 8, 500 something. So, nagdagalaro sa price na yun. And then, ayun. So, ang sabi ko kasi, pero Pat, ito ang problem. Parating pa lang yung mga games kasi hindi wala pa sa akin yun. So, okay lang ba? Advance mo na yung 4,000 sa akin, tapos pagdating, siya ako nabibigay sa'yo. Siyempre, medyo nag-alangan siya. So, pinilit ko talaga siya. Kinonvince ko siya in a way na hindi naman ako desperate. Sabi ko parang, just to pay the shipping cost, pa gano'n. Yung mga dami kong ginawang dahilan. Well, eventually naman, I was able to sell it. I was able to sell him. I got the money. Binili ko yung games, and then nabayaran ko yung friends ko. So, yun, nakalusot naman ako sa utang ko, sa kalokohan ko na yun, di ba? Now, the reason why I told you guys that story is kasi, syempre, we all have our desires. Again, we all have our desires. And sometimes, we need the money to fund whatever desires that we have. If you want something in life, what I learned from that is that if you want something in life, there is a price to it. If you want something in life, you have to have a price. There is a price to get it. Likewise, with your clients, if they want to get you, there is a price to it. Diba? Everything that we want, there is no such thing as free in our times now. Siguro may mga free pa and all, pero not everything is free. Kaya I want to teach you and let you see how much you need to make in order to fund what you want. Okay? So right now, what we are going to talk about is our money goals. Money goals. So this is what I like to call the goal method formula. Okay? So we base our personal price based on the money goal that we want. Okay? So I want you guys to follow along. You can find this on page 18. Tama. Yan. On page 17, 18, and 19, may mga tatlong formula yan. May tatlong goal method formula. On page 17 is your business revenue goals. Page 18, business profit or business sales goal. And on page 19 is your personal profit, personal salary goals. Okay? So what we are going to do is on page 19, the personal profit goals. Kasi I want you guys to already figure out the money that you want to have in your own pocket, that is yours, in order for you to achieve what you want. Okay? So follow along tayo dito. So, first we have to start here. So tayo sa may bandang far right. Okay? So what this formula does is we calculate, we compute, we backtrack, we reverse engineer the financial requirements that you need in order for you to achieve and in order for you to run your business. Okay? So there are several boxes here, and I will explain each along the way. So let's start muna para at least hindi kayo ma-confuse din. So first, dito tayo, start here. You ask yourself, in 12 months, how much do you need to have, how much do you want to have in your pocket? Okay, John, sinabi mo na, di ba? Pero let's reverse engineer it pa rin. The rest of you guys, I want you to think, how much do you need to make? How much do you want to make at the end of the year? Earlier 2018, I thought to myself na, at the end of the year, at the end of 2018, I wanted to make 10 million. 10 million pesos. Okay, so first box, put your desire, your goal, the money goal that you want. I personally want to make 10 million pesos. Is that too ambitious? Medyo, di ba? Pero I had the goal, okay? That's my goal. I wanted to earn that. I wanted to force myself to work my ass off in order to achieve that, okay? Now, one thing to take note, guys, one thing to remember is that you have to separate your personal and your business expenses, okay? Kasi once you merge your personal and business expenses, that is very bad news for you. It's a bad practice, okay? So, once you have now the figure, the second box, follow the arrows lang, ah. How much do you want, what is the percentage that you want to give yourself from your business? Okay? So sabihin natin, ito yung business mo, ah. Ito yung business natin. What percentage of that business, of your business, belongs to you, as in sa'yo lang? Kasi again, separate business and personal. Kayo, how many percent do you want to give to yourself, ah? Loy? 50, di ba? Okay. Ako, I want to give myself kahit 30%. What this means is that 30% of the entire business belongs to me. Okay? I want that. I dictate that. And you should also dictate how many percent that you want to receive from your business. Okay? Now divide your number by the percentage that you indicated. So in this case, it's 10 million divided by 0.3. And then the figure you get, mine, I got 33,333,333. So what this means, guys, is that your business, because 30% is only yours, 70% is the business. This means that 33 million your business should make 33 million in sales and in profit. Okay? Next, once you have this number, divide that by 12. Divide that number by 12. This I got 2.777777. What this means, once you have divided this number by 12, this gives you a number that it means that every month you need to make this amount, okay, every month in monthly sales. Again, guys, doon sa book, in the book, I differentiated what revenue, sales, and personal profit means. Okay, so once you have this number, if you have already calculated your monthly tax, add it. So monthly tax, let's say my monthly tax is 14,000 every month, estimate. And then also calculate your monthly operational expenses, your business operational expenses. Ito yung utilities, electricity, water, and so on. Okay? My monthly OPEX is 10,000. Now, monthly wages. If you have employees or if you are paying someone on a monthly basis, whether it be regular accountants, mga CPA, or if you have employees, add those yung wages nila every month and add that to your to the formula. For the simplicity of math, I am just doing rounded numbers para hindi complicated. Okay? And if you have other business expenses, please include it as well. So from this number, add all those add all those. After you have added all those numbers, what you will get is your monthly business revenue. So what I got is every month I need to make a business revenue of 2.8 million. So what this means also is that your business, your personal business, has to make this amount every month, not yet including all the business expenses. Okay? Now, once you have this number, ask yourself, how many clients do you want to take every month? Now, the number of clients is dependent on you, syempre. Either how many clients or you want, how many projects you want to do every month, or how many people or how many customers that you need to take every month. If you have multiple sources of income, so sabihin natin if you have other businesses, and then you have other streams of income, you can also do this, or you can divide that by this number. You can divide this number by the number of businesses or the number of clients each source of income you need to make. So let's say in a month, I want to have 6 clients or 6 projects. What I got was 476,129. So what this means is that every client, every project that you have every month, you should price them. Your services or your services should cost 400, at least in my case, of 476,129. What this means is that I need to bill and charge my client 476,129 pesos and obtain 6 clients in order for me to achieve my monthly business revenue. And then once I deducted all the monthly business expenses, I get my monthly sales. Now I multiply that by 12, I get the annual sales. Once I have the annual sales, I get 30% of that annual sales to get what my 12-month goal, money goal desires are. Are you getting it so far? So if this is what you want, then what you need is this. Now let's say in the case that you think that this amount might be too expensive, or might be too expensive for your clients and for you to even take, you can increase the number of clients or customers that you can take every month. So let's say I want to serve every month, I want to serve 1,000 people. So let's go back. 2856777. Or I want to sell my products and I want to sell my products to 1,000 people. Sabihin natin, again natin 1,000. 1,000. What I get, the number I get is 2,856. 2,856. So what this means is that I need to sell a product worth 2,856 to 1,000 people in order to get this. Are you getting it so far? Yan. This one, it depends. If you're in the service sector, of course, you can only take in a handful of clients and projects every month. But if you are selling products, then you can increase this number. Now the question is, now that you have it, so far, with what you wrote, is it more doable? so far? Dom, ano ba yung nilagay mo dito?
Ano po? 500,000.
500,000. Ano yung lumabas dito?
36.
1,000? So it means that if you are doing projects and clients, you need to price them at least 36,000, di ba? Now there are two questions in mind na once you have this formula. The first question is that pricing suitable to your services? Kasi syempre, with this method, we reverse engineered it, di ba? Without taking into account what actually goes in this price. Okay? This only acts as a guide. Later on, at the end of this module, we will revise this kasi we will have now better knowledge on how to get this number. Okay? This one is your goal, your money goal. But at least you have an understanding. The second question that you need to ask now is, how do you get this? Even if you have the service or the product that costs this much, the question is, how do you get this? How can you get 1,000 customers every month? Now that is the time now that marketing and business development comes into play, which I will be also teaching in this module. Okay? In this module, the blueprint, there are 5 things that we need to do that I will be teaching and discussing in order for us to achieve this. The first is know your business by heart and by brand. Syempre, you have to love what you do, pero not too much. Kasi sometimes when you love your business, when you love your brand and your product so much, tendency is that your judgment gets clouded. Okay? Love it, have the passion for it, pero don't romanticize about it so much. Okay? But know your business by heart and by brand. Second is how to find the perfect audience for your business. How to find this magic number. Okay? How to find the perfect audience and market for your business that you would love to serve. Kasi diba, if you are doing business, tendency is you want to serve the people that you care about. Ayaw mo makipag-negotiate or makipag-business sa mga tao na hindi ka naman na-appreciate. Diba? Third is how to take your customers or how to get paid 10 times by taking your customers on a journey. Every product or every service that you have to do should be a journey. You, right now, are on a journey. Diba? Your clients and your customers should also feel that they're on a journey when they are purchasing your product or your services. Correct? Next, fourth one, is learning how to fund your business. Syempre, again, we need the fund, pero there are other ways. This one, what I did with mine kasi, I bootstrapped my business. When I say bootstrap, I started from the bottom, the ground, zero, with my own personal money, personal hard work to fund my business. Later on, I will be teaching you the other sources that you can do in order for you to get money. The last is building a portfolio that sells.